Thanks, Noah. It's so weird because next time we're in Kinnick, I'm going to be a college student and I'm not going to be reporting. I'm actually going to enjoy the game from the stands. So I'm actually really excited.
I know. Well, that'll be me this weekend, not traveling with you guys to Purdue.
Yeah.
But
well, in week 7, as it is upon us, and with Iowa winning their 8th consecutive road game last weekend at Minnesota 14-7, this record is the 3rd longest active streak in the nation.
That's right. And I tell you why the Hawks are so good on the road and how they're going to keep this streak alive.
To win on the road, you need a team that's got some maturity. They've got to understand what you're trying to get accomplished. And, stick to the routine. Don't get distracted. We're going to play a football game no different than if we were going over to Kinnick. And once the game gets going, you've got to be focused on that game, not the environment.
The Hawks haven't lost on the road since they played Minnesota in 2014. So whether it's the environment, their approach to away games, or a day off at the end of the week, whatever it is seems to be working.
Just really being focused is what it comes down to. Not letting that a different environment get to you. We love playing in Kinnick, but it's a different challenge. So just, being mature as a team.
Getting mentally focused and ready for the game. That's one thing. We don't want to get overwhelmed by the environment where we go or anything like that. Just staying focused and being ready. Just keeping a clear mind and being ready for the game.
And even though road games pose a different kind of challenge, the Hawks don't seem to let it scare them.
Not listen to the noise. When you're on the road, there's it's your team against, however many thousand they have in their stadium. And, a lot of guys embrace that on the team. I know I embrace playing on the road. It gives you something to look forward to when it's you got your guys, your brothers, against everyone else. And they're, they're loud, they're dog cussing you and all that kind of stuff. And, it kind of fuels you a little bit, but you can't really, practice it. You just have to be ready and focused, the night before in the hotel, which we've done a good job at.
I think it's pretty fun, especially when you go into a hostile environment and, the fans are, it's just the 70 guys that, that came on the trip versus, however many people they have in the stands. I think it's just it's a fun environment to be in. It really makes you want to step up your game, bring it because you know that they're going to bring it. Their fans are going to be energized and everything. So, going on the road, I think is a good time.
Now, heading to Purdue this weekend will be a lot different for the Hawks.
Yeah.
It's a different environment, not as many fans. They won't be as into the game. It's a real grass turf, so that'll be different.
Oh, definitely. And I heard there's a sinkhole in one of the end zones. So hopefully I don't fall in it and die this weekend when I'm running around. It'll be fine, though.
Well, we saw C.J. Beathard get his first career start at Purdue 2 years ago. And this year, hopefully, there will be some type of first for another Iowa player.
Desmond King is dying to get a kick or punt return. We've seen him get close. We've seen him jump over piles, slip on the ground, anything. But we haven't seen him actually get into the end zone yet.
Now, on kick returns, he has a total of 343 yards. His best coming from the first game of the season against Miami when he returned the ball for 48 yards. And as for punt returns, he totals 173.
And we found out he doesn't really like to fair catch the ball either.
My intentions is not to, but if I have to, then yeah. But my first instinct is just, get the return and give what I can. I think it's coming close. It get closer and closer each week. So, just patiently waiting and giving it my all each game. Just getting the offense in good field position, is my main goal. And, and it all starts up front with the blockers on the return game as well. They do a phenomenal job at that, and this week is going to be real critical with that. We have chances and opportunities in the return game, and we're going to try to do what we can.
Since he hasn't gotten an interception yet this year, hopefully he can break through and get one of those returns.
I agree. Now, Purdue is looking for their first win over the Hawkeyes since 2012.
Last year's contest was actually one of the coldest games I've ever been to. It's supposed to be sunny and 75, though, in West Lafayette this weekend, so I'm excited. And Iowa was number 5 in the nation last season, in the country, actually, and beat the Boilermakers 40-20.
Purdue is looking for their first back-to-back win since 2012 after coming off an overtime victory against Illinois last weekend, a game where they showed nothing but toughness.
They come in to the game with a 3-2 record right now, 1-1 in the Big Ten, very similar to our record, and come off a really impressive road win in overtime. Showed a lot of character in that ball game, winning the thing in overtime, and a lot of really close calls during the course of the game. They stayed the course and then got the job done.
This group was young last year, but beginning the 2016 campaign, they returned 10 starters on the offense and 9 on the defense. This includes quarterback David Plow, who is 4-9 as Purdue's starting QB, completing 287 passes for 2,872 yards.
Their quarterback's really good. They also got some, linemen and some wide receivers. So, I mean, they're just like, they're another Big Ten team. They're good, and we can't overlook them in any way.
I mean, we always want to get a pressure on the quarterback and make it uncomfortable and help the secondary, and the secondary is trying to cover and give us time. So it's just we got to work together on that.
Their running back situation was iffy at the beginning of the season as DJ Knox went down with an injury and Markel Jones stepped up, but he was injured and sidelined before the Illini game, so Brian Langford Johnson, who is actually a true freshman, stepped up and rushed for 127 yards.
They have some playmakers, some good wideouts. Their QB can move around. I think they've had a couple backs that have been injured, but I think they'll get a couple of those guys back this week, and they're good players, physical, hard runners, so we're going to have to be prepared and ready to go.
The defense returns defensive tackle Jake Rapogel, who accounted for 5 tackles, 2 of them sacks, and a blocked kick in last year's contest against Iowa.
Now, Iowa has a little bit of an issue overlooking teams like this previously in the season. Hopefully they can go to West Lafayette and get the job done. Noah, back to you.